Boom! Silver Afro TV, live and direct. I know. And it's on YouTube. Good afternoon. Yes, well, that was a good one on Sunday. Tell you what's happened. I've actually had discussions. I'm hoping to get these people on this Sunday, 2:00. That's what I'm going to try and do. Try and get. I won't mention the names yet, but because my thing was, I said in that last one, I'll say it. This is what I said. I don't believe in the Black History Month. I'd rather call it Black History. Yeah, if you want to learn about Black History. Because my thing is that the Black History Month is something where you have to go to look for information. That should be in the school curriculum. Yeah, that's the way I see it. Yeah, I think that's the way I see it. It's me. Don't forget, I can't speak for everybody, can I? It's me. But that's the way it is. So I'm open to, so there might be a discussion. Sunday, hopefully, Sunday, 2:00. Hopefully we'll get special guest I've got. I'll verify it when I speak to him again. And just to make sure that it's not all one-sided. It's not all one-sided. So you don't just listen to what I've got to say. I want it explained to me. I'd like it explained to me. All explained to me. Then I'll feel all right. That's the way it is. So get your comments on. Let me see what you're gonna say. Well, it's. Oof. Do you want the weather? Really? I'm gonna say good afternoon. Who do I say good afternoon to? Who's the first person I say good afternoon to? Because I've got the stories. I've got things happening, and there's people. Oh, a funny thing I heard yesterday. I got reminded of it today when Gino Di Campo was on this morning, and well, I'll tell you what he says later. But what I heard yesterday was things that we were talking about things that you find out about later in life, and it's really weird. Things like this one, what I found out yesterday. Well, I know I didn't find it out. Somebody was telling me how they thought that the male species the, the balls of the male species were knobs, called knobs. That's what that were knobs. That got me up. Because let me explain that. She explained it to me because it's right. Because as she was growing up as a little child, a knob was a little round thing. Yeah. So in this English language, a knob was a little round piece of wood, whatever it was. It was what I call it, uh, you know, to a cupboard, say. So, so that's a knob, yeah. So when she saw her first knobs, oh look, yeah, they have, the males have two knobs. That's what they were, the little round things, you see. So she thought that's until very late in life. Well, late in, throughout her teens, at least. Yeah, so there you go. There's one. Have you got any? Something that you realise, oh, is that what that is? Is that what that meant? I've been thinking of the wrong word for that, or the wrong saying. Do, 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 do. Boom, this is Silver Afro TV live and direct. Just tested out this one, it's going okay fine. It's not who I think it is it? You know? He's just got done 9 counts of sexual and trafficking across the state lines. Girls and boys. Mr. Kelly, what's going on? What are you doing? Hey? What are you doing, Mr. Kelly? What's this? What's this? For 25 years. He married one at 15. I guess that's when it started. 15. He married her. Not nice. Let's move on. I don't want to talk too much. I want to save it all for Sunday at 2 o'clock. Silver Afro TV is going to interview, not interview, let's say we're going to have a debate so I can put my point, so I can answer my questions. 2 ways, interview, debate, whichever way we look at it, it's happening. With one of them. And just in case people want to join in as well. I'm gonna go to over to my bands. Took my bands off. So who's it I've got on with me? Let's see what's happening. Boom. It must be in.
Fun, soul, and R&B.
Right back after this. Come on, let me see what comments we've got on today because I've got things to say. Have I? I have. Gino DiCaprio this morning, has not been on for the programme for 260 something days. And his first day on, He was there behind his desk. And then it was a Bond thing due to the fact that James Bond, his film is out this week. So Gino says, hey, you know, if you spelled Bond backwards, it gives you a different meaning. Very interesting. So straight away I tried to spell Bond backwards and I couldn't get anything due to the fact it went to D to N. Gino come out with the knob. James Bond is a the knob. Oh boy, he's funny. That guy's funny. Didn't realise how funny he was. Beat me. That's James Bond for you. Who have I got on? Who have I got on with me? Get your comments on now. I'm going to see if I can catch the comments. That's on this one. Yes, I'm going to see if I can catch the comments on this one. And it's up to date. Yes. So there's no comments. So get your comments on. Yeah. So I know it's all working. It's all working pretty smooth by the looks of it. Silver Afro TV live and direct. This is coming out live to you. It's not really in focus when I see it on there. I've got a clear focus on here. I'm looking at it on there. It's not really in focus, but never mind. It's still giving out the colours that I am. So if you've been listening, get your comments on. Hurry up. Aye. Seeing that Black History Month is coming up. I don't want you to think it's just that 1 month, this Black History Month. Black History Month starts in October, ends in September. How's that? That's the way I'm going to put it. Okay. Black History Month. Okay, my way of thinking, isn't it? That's the way I think. I think to say Black History Month, it starts in October, ends in September. You can't beat that. They can't beat it. They've not fought to that one. I fought to that one. Let them think of it. Yeah? When did it start? Come on, Karen. Know what you're saying. But at least it's a month in the calendar. Remembering important people and events in history of of people from the homeland. Hey, I tell you what, Karen put that right, and I tell you what, she's turned it on me. I actually feel that. So it explains. It does give an explanation for when I look at it as being Black History Month. That we're celebrating Black History in 1 month. That's when we're going to celebrate it. I can see that. What I'm saying is that there's certain things, I've had things explained to me with Black History Month. Today, I had a little debate outside the famous club. You might know it, the Jalgos in Preston. I was outside there this afternoon and talking to some of the members, some of the community of Preston. Black History Month is actually observed by, is it? By the government. Yes, it is. But let me tell you something now. I'm going to tell you this. Oh, I'm standing on my soapbox here now. It is by this government, yes. So, Black History Month is around the world. In America, in the USA, Black History Month is in February. In the UK, it's in October. Nobody in England are celebrating Black History Month in February. Why not? Ain't it to celebrate those people who've done the history of the... Oh, God, let me start again. But it's actually there. My script is actually there. Karen got on there, and she's aware right now. Remembering important people. So in February, remember important people, and in October, remember the important people. Now, however, it's been explained to me that Black history, those important people have been washed aside to so they don't look like that the black people have achieved, right? Now, depending on what field it's in, it's not something that you put then segregate and say, right, that's our Black history. No, put it in history, right? I got explained something, and I'm going to have to look it up because I'm talking off the top of my head now. Somebody, I'm going to say that it was explained to me that David Beckham was known to bend the ball, or to be the one who shown everybody, who led the way on bending the ball to the goal or to his players. Yes, I've put that on, and I'm putting this on now. Thank you, Karen. By the way, thank you. At least I've got something to go off. Yeah. So David Beckham is known to be the one who was the pioneer of the ball bending. Well, it is known to be the pioneer of it. Yes, but really, right? There was somebody, and look it up, please. Look it up. But there's somebody who had a Portuguese, but of dark skin, who was the first, who was known to be the first. Yeah. My thing is that person, I don't know too much about, but if he was the first, that is in history, as he was the first. He was the first black person, right? In sports history, in everybody's history, that person was the first. Say that person was Adam Smith, right? And it was a black person. In history, he was the first to bend the ball. Yeah? I don't know how, I don't know what year it was. Check that out as well, what year it was. I'm going to have to get all these details. I should have done that first. But that's my way, innit? So, that is history in sport. That is history to everybody in the sport. What it is, people don't know that because we watched and we was shown somebody. Why don't they show somebody show? Why don't Black History Month show us this other? Show us Adam Smith, right? That name was just to be just a name, yeah. So do that, yeah. Do you see? Then we know about that. So Black History Month is, to me, is just a library. It's a library. If you want information about, well, let's say about Black people, yes, in this world, if you want information about history, people that achieve something in the world that is noticed around the world in history, and you want to know, there you go to the Black History Month organisation. That's how I see it. You go to them because they've got this information, but I don't see how this information's going out there. They're just collecting it, and they've got all that information, and I've never known anything come out. So it's like a museum, and you've got to go to Black History Month to see that information. Not go to the library, or because it should be in the school curriculum. That's what I say. Just a little bit, who invented the bend it? Who first invented the bend it of the ball? Yeah, if that was in the history of sports, you know what I mean? Sports question, things like that, then you'll see that this person will come up. Because if somebody says Beckham on the chase, say, everybody can write in and say it's wrong because we know it's Adam Smith. Yeah? That's how I see it. How do you see it? That's my way. Go on, I'm ready to put up the next line, Karen. I hope I'm keeping you interested, Karen. By the way, that's my Karen. She's 500 miles away. Living it up. Tell me, is it raining down there? I'll give you the weather report right now. But I don't want to say too much. I want to wait till, because I'm waiting. Sunday there's going to be a big debate. If I get the head of if I can get the head of gosh, I forgot what I was saying. If I can get the head of Black History Month, yeah, if I can get the head of that on Silver Afro TV, yeah, and have a serious I'll try for Sunday, 2:00. See, but that's what I think of. That's my side of it. It's like, if you want my opinion, it's like I should try and find a clip. I'll tell you what. Let me show you this. Let me put this on, and then you'll understand. Let me just try this. I'll try this. It might just work. I hope it does. I found a clip of some of the Americans. Now, what happens is that the Americans, now these people in particular, Morgan Freeman, that's the one, Morgan Freeman, and oh great, Morgan Freeman and a few others, and they talk about well, about Black History Month. I'm gonna let this play. Actually, yes, I'm gonna start it again so that we all can get to watch it. Yeah. So this is what I've said. So for Black History Month, it's actually observed by the government. Yes, it is. It is observed by the government. In this country. I'm glad you at least put that comment on. And I'm gonna try and put this one on and put this on. I'm going for that one. Hope it's right. I hope you get it. I'm going to see if you get it. If you do, good. I don't know which one you got. Oh, maybe it's wrong one. But still, I'll be back right after this advert. Sorry, I will be back. Yes, so let me try and get it. I'll get it right. And then, it was almost right. There we go. There. It's that one. That's the one. Let's see if I can get it to play. And if I can, no, maybe not. I can't get enough sound. I don't think there's any sound. Oh, it's me. I've done it. It's me. I think I've done it, yes. So I'm going to start it again with...
Or either a mindset that you can't not distribution, or either a mindset that you can't not,
yeah. No, you don't. No, I don't. No. You and I, we're proof. Why would race have anything to do with it? Put your mind to what you want to do and go for that. It's kind of like religion to me. It's a good excuse for not getting there.
Where are we in the United States of America in race relations and what you see from day to day in your life?
Skip, they wouldn't want to ask me that. They wouldn't want my answer to represent it because God knows I have been nothing but blessed. My whole path, these 33 years have been nothing but a blessing. I have never, never is a strong word, I've never dealt with racism, and I'm glad I didn't have to.
There is a class of colored people who make a business of keeping the troubles, the wrongs, and the hardships of the Negro race before the public. Some of these people do not want the Negro to lose his grievances because they do not want to lose their jobs. There is a certain class of race problem solvers who don't want the patient to get well. That was said by Booker T. Washington.
How are we going to get rid of racism until...
Stop talking about it. I'm going to stop calling you a white man.
Yeah.
And I'm going to ask you to stop calling me a black man.
You know, it's frustrating to me that people take race and they make it personal. You know what I mean? Like we're at a loss in this generation. If you look at it in the 80s, Archie Bunker was a stark racist. Stark. If you don't know who Archie Bunker is, look him up. All in the Family, great show. The Jeffersons, stark racist. Fred Sanford, stark racist. But you know what black people and white people did? They laughed. You watch 48 Hours with Eddie Murphy and Nick Nolte. Both of them hated each other because he was black and because he was white. You know what they did? They laughed.
But I asked you what the racial breakdown was of your audience. Do you remember this? You told me the only black face you could see in the whole audience was your makeup artist. I believe that's what you said. And she was in the front row, right? A lot of white kids love rap.
Yes.
Explain that. What does that say to you? What's the message of it? What's the bigger picture of it?
I don't want to be bashed because I don't want to sound like I'm on the wrong if there is a side, but I thought that was clearly a message that there was no such thing as racism. That's what I thought that was.
You know, I said, and it's probably getting me in trouble, but I said to some of my colleagues recently, so I know that it's an issue, but it seems like every single day on television, I'm talking about race, and it's because of the news cycle. It's in the news, but sometimes I get so tired of talking about it. I want to just go, this is over. Can we move on?
And if you talk about it, it exists.
Right.
Yeah. It's not like it exists and we refuse to talk about it, but making it a bigger issue than it needs to be is a problem we have.
And right now, we are in a society where we can't have a conversation because no one's willing to listen.
People are just shouting.
People are just
Whatever they
shouting.
think.
People are walking down the street, hashtagging everything, but no one's listening.
Using wrong examples to present an argument leads us nowhere forward. I understand the emotion and I respect my opposition, but when you go into the areas of making false charges and living in the past, you do not address the issues of the present.
And, you know, incarceration rates in America has been a problem, especially as opposed to minorities. And Roman delves into the issues around the legal system. Do you think we've made any headway in the
I
legal?
think it's more important to make headway in our own house. By the time the system comes into play, the damage is done. They're not locking up 7-year-olds.
In the 1960s, 80+% of Blacks were two-parent homes. Today, that is reversed completely the other way.
I was in Chicago a couple of 3-4 weeks ago, and we saw these little kids on bikes with masks on the side of their head, like 5 or 6 of them. And the driver said, yeah, they're little yummies. I said, who? He said, little yummies. Look up, Google Lil Yummy. Lil Yummy was an 11-year-old murderer.
Wow.
And you look at his picture, you'll see the headshot of him. He's like this. And he got murdered at 11 by a 14-year-old.
Wow.
Who's doing life now and a 16-year-old.
That makes no sense.
You blame the system? Where was his father?
No one wants to talk about perception when it comes to racial profiling. No one wants to talk about stereotypes when it comes to racial profiling.
Blacks are convinced that the number one issue facing the country right now is social justice, racist white cops, discrimination, systemic racism, microaggression, whatever new word they come up with. And it's a bunch of nonsense.
This is what I know. I'm a certified scuba diver. My first day of class, they told me this. When you're in shark-infested waters, everything in that water is considered a threat until proven otherwise. If it's a guppy, it could be a shark until you know it's a guppy. And I think as Black men, we need to realize we're in shark-infested waters. And if we don't sit our young men down and we don't talk to them about perception, and we don't talk to them about stereotypes, we're doing them a huge disservice.
It starts in the house. It starts in the home. And yeah, well, my father got locked up. Well, where was his father?
Yeah.
You know, like I did talk about my 3 closest friends, and they did, 15 to 25. One did 28, this and that. I was the only one of the 3 that had a father in my life, even though my parents were together. But I still had a father who was a gentle man and a good example.
Yeah.
And they didn't. We can blame the system if we want, but they didn't lock any of us up at 7.
Yeah.
We were all doing enough to get locked up at 13. My parents sent me in another direction. They didn't have anybody to help them, and they kept doing what they was doing, and the system got them. So I don't, the system is rigged, but why? All the more reason not to help it.
The number one problem domestically facing this country is a breakdown of the family. And President Obama said it. I didn't. A Black kid, or kid, not just a Black kid, a kid raised without a dad is 5 times more likely to be poor and commit crimes, 9 times more likely to drop out of school, and 20 times more likely to end up in jail. So you're far more likely to end up in jail without having a dad than you are because of a white racist cop.
Prime example, I got pulled over by the police, come over to my window, flash his light in my face, hand on my pistol. I can handle that 2 ways. I can start yelling and screaming and tell him he a racist and he don't know me. You doing this wrong. Or I can say, yes, officer, no, officer, or we done, officer. and both of them are going to have drastically different outcomes.
Half the homicides in this country are committed by and against Black people. Last year, there were 14,000 homicides, not talking about suicides, I'm talking about homicides. Half of them were Black, 96% of them Black on Black of that 7,000. Where's the Black Lives Matter people on that?
What happens with young Black men, everything is susceptible to the question of your manhood. And what's going on in these streets ain't got nothing to do with my manhood.
Interesting.
If I'm gonna fight a police, I'm gonna fight him in a controlled environment, a court of law. I'm not gonna fight him on the streets.
In Baltimore, where Freddie Gray was killed, Freddie Gray died in a van. I shouldn't say was killed, died in a van.
Yeah.
You have a city that's 45% Black. City council is 100% Democrat. The majority of city council is Black. The top cop at the time was Black. The number 2 cop was Black. The majority of the command staff is Black. The mayor is Black. The AG is Black. And yet here we are talking about racism. I mean, it's absurd.
All cops aren't bad cops. 99% of cops are really good dudes and women. I've 99% of the people I've met that are cops are dope. I have a lot of friends that are cops, but that 1%, that's the problem. And you want to give yourself every opportunity not to end up a statistic.
965 people were shot by cops last year and killed. 4% of them were white cops shooting unarmed Blacks. In Chicago in 2011, 21 people were shot and killed by cops. In 2015, there were 7. In Chicago, which is a third Black, a third white, and a third Hispanic, 70% of the homicides are Black on Black. About 40 per month, almost 500 per year last year in Chicago, and 75% of them are unsolved. Where is the Black Lives Matter on that? The idea that a racist white cop shooting unarmed Black people is a peril to Black people is BS.
Black History Month you find
Ridiculous.
why?
You're going to relegate my history to a month?
Oh, come on.
What do you do with yours? Which month is White History Month? No, well, come on, tell me.
Well, I'm Jewish.
Okay, which month is Jewish History Month?
There isn't one.
Oh, why not?
No.
Do you want one?
No.
No, all right. I don't either. I don't want a Black History Month. Black history is American history.
Abraham Lincoln, as my colleague said, fought a war to preserve the Union. That republic allowed for the people of the United States under our Constitution to amend it, therefore removing slavery and then moving forward to the Voting and Civil Rights Act and also the suffrage movement for women.
At the same time, and you would say it as strong as anyone, it's no excuse for bombing and destroying your own neighborhood. And burning down wherever it's happening, burning down storefronts and stores that people
with mobs is how they get turned into that.
Yeah.
What's to be gained? You stop in one split second to think burning and looting doesn't help you in any way.
I understand y'all upset. But like it was already said, I doubt y'all and y'all half as upset as I am. So if I'm not over here wilding out, if I'm not over here blowing up stuff, if I'm not over here messing up my community, then what are y'all doing?
I will always continue to say that riots are socially destructive and self-defeating. I'm still convinced that non-violence is the most potent weapon available to oppress people in their struggle for freedom and justice. I feel that violence will only create more social problems than they will solve.
Let's switch it up, y'all. Let's switch it up. Do this peacefully, please. My brother moved here from Houston, and I used to talk to him on the phone. He loved it here. He started driving truck. He was good. So I highly doubt. No, I don't know. I know he would not want y'all to be doing this.
So I will continue to condemn riots and continue to say to my brothers and sisters that this is not the way. So I will continue to affirm that there is another way.
Yes, see, I did get it a bit wrong there, but still, you get it. I just put that on because I kind of, that's not really in focus. I kind of see it the same. I kind of see it. Some of them points were good to me. Good points, I'll say. I don't know if they're right or wrong, but pretty much good points, weren't they? Eh? Could stop doing the divide if we just do the kind of a thing of, hey, that's Silver Afro. That's it. Yeah? I said, that's Adam. I'm going round going, I am black. I'll go forward if I stick at something and do it. Be dedicated, focused, get there. Sort everything out from your family first, then we get further. We can't get anywhere if half the people we need to help us are in prison. That's the way I look at it. So that's why I said the Black History Month is October to September. Celebrate all of them all the time. Those that you're going to celebrate. Do not confine it down to 1 month. Or at least put down the other nationalities that are deciding to have a history month. Because then you have to go to them. I mean, I know about Gandhi. That's in the history. It's not in black history. It's in history. You understand me? That's how I see it. Now, if you try to say they took on people who invented things, look it up. It's in the history who actually invented it. It's in the history that it was a black woman that got the first Apollo to the moon. Is that right? Who was able to do the calculations. It's in the history. Right? You don't have to look it up. It's there. If you can find that it's somebody else, if they said it's somebody else, tell me. That's the way I look at it. That's me checking it out live and direct to you. Oh no, got a bit serious, didn't it? Eh? First when you listen to that. That's the way I look at it. We're all one nation. I know what colour I am. I don't need to keep going around saying it. Yeah, Black Lives Matter. I know. I'm not contradicting myself. Yeah. But I do look at it a bit deeper. I do look at it like, yeah, let's not fight amongst each other. Let's sort out our families in Black Lives Matter. Let's see that with each other first. then we can go to the world and say, look, we all love each other, and we all love you. Everything matters then. So lives matter. So make it lives matter. Black Lives Matters, it's still segregated again, isn't it? But still, it was just to let the authorities know. This was an American thing, really. It was to let the authorities know, weren't it? Stop killing black people just because of the colour of the skin. Yeah, stop killing people because of the colour of the skin. All right. That's me sorted. So thank you, Karen. You're still there. Or if Matilda not pulled you away. That's right, Karen. Yes. Black history is up. Black history is all. Did I have that? That wasn't on before, was it? Black history is all of our history. That's right. It's history. Look into the history and you'll find it. It's just that it's not some of the inventors and that. We don't know. We don't look for it. We only get told if it's on a quiz. Understand me? We're not, oh, there's that person who invented that. You didn't learn it at school. You know what I mean? You went along in life. So if you're only 19 right now, what you learned at school is the history of England. Fine. And things that's happened and things that's gone on, and that's it. It's when you go to university, college, university, and so on, and live a little, that you learn more about the history of the world. So if you want to learn about your own culture, that's even better. Try your best. Learn about your cultures. Learn about the different cultures. She's sleeping, that's why I have time. Well, it must be interesting as well. It's better than TV, isn't it? Oh, you don't have TV, you don't use TV down there, you. Yeah. I'm saying that we've got to look at ourselves and make sure we sort out ourselves. Well, I mean, when I say ourselves, I mean this is where I can use the colour. All right, we can sort that out. We sort out everything else. Yeah. If we're going to be together, we're going to be together. That's everybody. So yeah, because I know a history, and I keep thinking of inventions, and I'm looking up, and I was going to start to looking up, and when I look up the history, it comes up with who it is. So I just don't know. I'm going to learn, and I'm going to find out what's missing, and hopefully I get somebody on to speak about it. Yes. Survival TV is live and direct. It's coming to you. Smooth. Yes. Karen's look. Oh, Karen. She's asleep, is she? She'll wake up. I think you should connect me to the big TV or something, so I can do that. I can do me. Oh, I've got to change cameras because that camera's too high. So I hope that was kind of interesting. I hope so. To you all, to all two of you. I don't know who the person is, but it did happen with the. So that's my. So wait. So if I've got that and I've got that information, and it did put us. Karen did. You did put a bend on it at the start with. Know what you're saying. At least it's a month in the calendar. Remembering important. I say remember them all the time. I say remember them. History. The same way you will. How can I put it? The same way you will give the date of your parents' death. Right? Now, their history. Now, you will remember them every day of your life. And you remember all the history about them every day. You do not pick a month. You do not pick that day to remember them. Yeah? So that's history. So that's continuous every day. Yeah? From when parents die to yourself dying, you remember your parents. That history. That's the way you remember history. Yeah, what you know. Thank you. Now, she woke up yet? No? Silver Afro TV is live and direct and it's here. Spending time. It's 4. And it's got black visibility for all of our children and young people should be taught across all subjects. I'm going to have to write that down because that's what I'm going to have to use. That's exactly what I'd use. You've said it so sweet. You made it so nice. If I use that line, that sentence, I will look clever. Hold on, I'm going to show it. I'll just look clever, won't I? If I use that line, huh? That is brilliant. That it is right. Black visibility for all our children and young people should be taught across all subjects. Should be in the school curriculum. That's how I started. That's what I said at the start. That's exactly it. That's my thing, and you've got it there. And I'm putting that up, so that's up on the video, so it's there. Just in case anybody from Black History Month does see this and think I'm trying to have some kind of dig. I'm not. There's no dig. It's my thoughts. I've seen a video where I've shown a video where what I've seen where I've seen other people thinking kind of the same way I'm thinking. That's it. Mm-mm. Uh-uh. 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 go like that.
If you love me, surely you don't believe I'm giving up.